hope you are well and keeping safe. I'm back with your next workshop. I'll just do a little recap of who I am and what we're doing today. So my name's Rebecca Godden. I'm a practitioner of performing arts and I create, devise and facilitate workshops on the stories of David Walliams that then get turned into plays for Birmingham stage. And we've already explored the story of Awful Auntie, and now we're on our second workshop, and the story we're exploring today is Gangsta Granny. So I'm just going to pop the Gangsta Granny sticker on to get me in the mood as always. This is such a fun and funny story. If you've read the book, now's a great time to get it out again and reread. And if you've seen the show, even better for it to be brought to life on the stage outside of your imagination. If you haven't read the book or seen the stage show, don't worry. As always, I will read you a little synopsis of the story. So I've got it here from my workshop. It's Friday night and Ben knows that means only one thing: staying with Granny. There will be cabbage soup, cabbage pie, cabbage cake, and Ben knows one thing for sure: it's going to be so boring. But what Ben doesn't know is that Granny has a secret. And Friday nights are about to get more exciting than he could possibly imagine, as he embarks on the adventure of a lifetime with his very own Gangsta Granny. So that's a little synopsis of the story and of the excitement of the play. Do give the story a read if you have it. What we're going to be focusing on today is Granny, okay? Gangsta Granny. And first of all, I'd like you with your family to explore how different ages are and move physically through your bodies. So in a minute, I'd like you to pause the video and pop some music on for some inspiration, and I'd like you to character walk. Now, character walk means walking around the room embodying a persona of a character, and the personas of a character you are going to embody are different age ranges. So I'd like you to start as a baby, then walk around as a toddler, then as a small child, then as a child of your age, then as a teenager, an adult, and then finally an elderly person. So think about how those different age ranges would walk around the room, and I'd like you to do that. So pause here and do that now. Did you have fun exploring the different ages? I bet it was really easy to walk around as you, because that's how you walk around every day. But I wonder how you were as a baby. Did you crawl? Did you start to get up slowly and walk as a toddler? And I wonder how you were as an elderly person. Did you imagine you had a walking stick or a walking frame? Was it fun to see your different family members playing babies or playing elderly people? Now that we have explored what it feels like and looks like to embody different ages, I want us to focus in on a grandma, okay, on Granny. I would like you to get creative here, and all you need for this is a piece of paper, a pencil, and if you want, some colouring pencils to bring some colour into it, but you don't need the colouring pencils, you can just use a pencil and paper. And I would like you to now get your creativity flowing through the pencil to the page in drawing a granny. Now, when I say a granny, I want you to think about what you stereotypically associate being an old person with. So you might think of a granny as having curly hair, grey or white hair, glasses, wrinkles. She might have a walking stick. She might have really thick kind of nude coloured tights. I know that's what I remember my nan wearing as well. She might have very sensible shoes, maybe a long pleated skirt. Think about how you stereotype and envision a granny, okay? A stereotype is something where we box people into a certain category. We think everyone that's a granny looks the same. and acts the same. That's a stereotype. So I want you to draw the picture of a granny and also annotate it, okay? Annotate it with those, wears glasses, can't see very well, is wrinkly, is old, is boring. Think about how you think they might be as a person to kind of hang out with as well. Like Ben, thinks his grandma is really boring, so put that. Does she like jigsaws? Does she like to knit? Does she walk around and let a little trump out every now and then? I know Ben's granny does because she eats a lot of cabbage. So now pause here and I'd like you to draw that for me. Brilliant. Have you done it? Have you got your stereotypical granny? Now for the fun part. Now we're going to make her into a gangster. Okay, so now I want you to add things onto the granny that might make her a gangster. If you want, you can draw a new picture if you think it will be too cluttered, or you can just draw new accessories to pop on her. It might be a baseball cap, for example, or a snapback, or some chains, maybe a bit of leather, some chunky trainers, something you associate with being a gangster. So pause here and do that for me now. Great, have you done it? Oh my goodness, I wish I could see these grannies. If you like, please do take a picture and pop them in the comments below because I'd love, love, love to see these drawings and annotations of your gangster grannies. Give your granny a name as well, all right? Maybe give her a really cool street name or kind of a, I don't know, I'm trying to think of one, like Mad Mavis or something like that to give her own character, not just Gangster Granny. Now we're moving on to, we're skipping ahead here, you know, where Ben, he's a classic child. I mean, he's a standard, you know, 10-year-old boy. He's got dreams and ambitions, and he thinks when you get to a certain age, everything's boring and you're past it. And that's how he sees his granny. Now he's in for the shock of his life because he finds out that she has a secret. And I have here the official script. Okay, a sneak peek into the script of the stage show of Gangsta Granny. And I'm going to read to you the moment of his realisation and how he decides to react to that. Wow, if it wasn't for all these jewels, no one would believe you. There can't be a jewel in the world you haven't stolen. You're right, my dear. The world's greatest gems are in that tin. I can't believe my granny's a gangster. My gangster granny. You should do a gangster rap. You mean wrap up the diamonds? No, rap, granny, gangster rap. I mean, hey there, Gran, you're a real cool nan. I love your stories, I'm your biggest fan. You're a master thief, you love to steal. Granny ain't messing, she's the real deal. She's my gangster granny with the cool white hair. Some people think I'm not all there. Diamonds, gems, and rubies too. I only ever stop when I need the loo. Granny ain't messing, she's in real deep. I love cabbage soup and an afternoon sleep. My granny's the queen, yo, she's all that. Don't call me granny, I'm called the black cat. I hope you enjoyed that little segment with my voices and my little acting work there. As you can see, Ben finds out his granny is called the Black Cat and she is actually a master jewel thief. Now, just before that section, he finds a biscuit tin full of jewels, and that's how he discovers her secret. And also, she tells him laborious stories that bring it to life, and that's how he believes her and knows that she must be this jewel thief because she wouldn't have all of these jewels and these amazing stories. And now he thinks she is the coolest and decides to do a rap. And guess what I want you to do? I want you to now pause the video in a second and you're going to create your very own gangster rap about your gangster granny. So for example, mine is Mad Mavis and I want you to think of a secret that you find out about your granny that makes her cool in your expectations. So for example, my granny Mad Mavis might be amazing at video games. She might be amazing at Call of Duty or something like that, and her code name on it is Mad Mavis, and she's deadly on video games. So then I would create a rap about that. With this rap, in the script, they rhyme the last word of 2 sentences. So for example, the last word would be bad and mad. You can do it this way, or you can rhyme the end word, the last word of every other line of the verse, more like a poem structure. It's completely up to you. It's your rap. Have fun with this. Create it as a family, okay? Create one rap together for this. So pause now and do that. Do you have your rap? Brilliant. Now for the really fun part. You are going to layer everything we've done all together and put this together in your own little bedroom, kitchen, living room play, okay? You're going to take your annotated picture of your Gangsta Granny, take all the information that you know about her, her name, and what her secret is, and her rap, and you're going to bring it to life with the physicality that you explored earlier with your granny, and what it might mean to move like a gangster as well. You want to try that out, which I'm sure you'll have fun internalising. So you're going to find things around your house that can create your Gangsta Granny, and you're going to create one person in your family to be your Gangsta Granny. So dress them up in anything you have, you can get your hands on, that makes them look like a granny that is a gangster and has a secret. So again, it might be a cap, scarves, tights, a wig, glasses, and the person that you get to be your granny obviously has to physicalize being old as well, and being like, can I see maybe, yeah. So they need to really do character work as well. And everyone else, you're going to be Ben or Ben and Co, kind of the children that discover their granny's secret, the grandchildren that discover the secret. And then you guessed it, you're going to perform the rap, all right? Ben and Co are going to perform the rap as the grandchildren, and then they're going to point to Granny every time they want Granny to come in with a line. Now, when you wrote your rap, you would have, or you might not have, you can do this now actually, you can write in who you want to say what and when. You can really rehearse it and really bring it to life. You could even record it and send it to other family members and friends to make them smile and laugh. And again, if you want to take pictures of your Gangsta Granny, please do send them to me or pop them in the comments below. I would love, love, love to see them. So have a great time adding all of your elements together and producing your own Gangsta Granny and performing your gangster rap with Ben and with Granny, with your family. I hope you have enjoyed the session today. Comment below what you thought and anything that you enjoyed and loved and what you'd like to see more of as we keep discovering the stories of David Walliams when they are brought to the stage. More activities to come on different stories, but until then, thank you so much for joining me and take care. Bye.